Greetings, fellow Earthlings. I hope things go well for you. This is from all I've been reading for the last couple of years, and I don't read a lot, but it's all early America. So this is the Federalist Papers number one, also called the Introduction. And Hamilton is saying, um, as Hamilton put it to his readers, whether societies of men are really capable or not of establishing good government from reflection and choice. Like we're making our own government. 1787. We're making our own government today. It continues. That's called democracy. If it was a king, I guess you could say the king was making the government. And some people like that idea. Some people follow Trump because I'm the smartest guy. I know everything. I can do it. No, nobody else but me. It's like you're following an idol. You know, you're following an idol. This guy is not that smart. He's a blowhard. He talks a lot. He's lost a lot of money. How many bankruptcies? Although he would say, "No, I didn't lose money on that. That I declared bankruptcy, but I figure I know the system. I know how to work the system." So, yeah, can we create a good government? Uh, we just, made a terrible mistake. I make mistakes every day. Every day. Mistakes, what you do and what you don't do. Two different types of mistakes. And we all do it every day because you're not perfect. Try your best. But you elected a dishonorable, dishonest man. Very greedy. Very selfish. Not humble at all. Super arrogant. Self-righteous. Intolerant. Sad, sad, sad. People are worried about their standard of living. All right. Well, we need to deal with that forever, not just all of a sudden. You keep cutting taxes for the rich. And the way the system is set up and the way they change the system and cut taxes for capital gains and there is no wealth tax. You can't just have an income tax. A lot of people just have all this wealth accumulated and they figure out ways so it's not taxable. So you have one man with $500 billion, or is it 400 billion? Maybe it's 400 billion. You have half of America struggling. You have probably 200 million, 200 million out of 330 million. Some beyond struggling, in dire straits and poverty and homeless or just struggling to hold on to a little ghetto shack or project surrounded by other desperate people and crime. And we just walk away from that. Tell me what Trump and the Republicans have for the poor. Nothing. I'm sorry. They're going to cut things like food stamps, cut things like free and reduced lunch meals to children, cut things like Medicare and Social Security, Medicaid. They do have something for the poor. Take away some of the things that they have. We're a heartless country. We like to say the greatest country on earth. What does that mean? When we have so many millions in poverty and so many millions worried about what their lives are like, and so they vote for this guy that promises them everything. He's not going to bring down your eggs from $4 a gallon. At first he said he was when he was campaigning, but now he's elected. He goes, you know what I said? He usually doesn't admit that, but he did. He did about grocery prices. So he's going to bring down your grocery prices or energy prices or housing prices. You think your standard of living is going to go up by cutting taxes on the rich, which will happen again very soon? Yeah, I don't know. I believe in democracy, but a lot of people, I think they believe in democracy. They just don't believe in being a good citizen, which makes, which requires you to understand the issues and not just the few you know. I don't like trans. I like guns. I like the Bible. What else? I hate immigrants. Okay, that's four, and there's like 10,000. You can say 10,000 is too many. Yeah, it's too many. It's almost impossible to be a good citizen. Am I a good citizen? No. Or it's impossible to be a great citizen. Am I a good citizen? Yeah, I can't go there, but I try to understand the issues and talk about it. And who was it? Adam Smith. I was hearing a guy talking about Adam Smith and Wealth of Nations, but he was saying basically we want to create a better society. You know, the general welfare, the more perfect union. That's what we want to create. We're not doing that. We're all we become selfish, really self-centered. What about me? What about mine? Who promises you the most? And you listen to all these. Who you're listening to? The people with the money, because the people with the money have control of the media. Trump calls it the fake media, but that's the media that he belongs to, the billionaire media, and even the left wing media, well, or the regular media, CBS, ABC, PBS, NBC, BBC, CNN, New York Times, Washington Post. They're going to tell you this much of the truth because also they're owned by rich people. But the media owned by billionaires with real control, they're going to tell you this much of the truth and tell you a whole bunch of other things to keep you upset and not talking about the issues of concentrated wealth, poverty, global climate change, and destruction, which is part of your standard of living is falling because insurance prices have gone up. All sorts of things have gone up because of destruction from climate change. And you want to deny that? Trump just says, drill, drill, drill. Yeah, let's vote for him. I don't have to worry about climate change. I guess you don't have to worry, but it's coming for you. It's coming for me. It's coming for everybody. Desertification. As the planet heats, more land becomes impossible to live on or farm. Desertification becomes a desert. We're having a water crisis, water scarcity. Houston is the fourth largest city in the United States who restricted their water usage last summer. It's happened all over the world. I'm just giving an example of one of the biggest cities in America. And then we say, that's not fair. I need my. We have to break out of our little minds into a bigger, illuminated self, which can happen. We can do that. We're very capable. We're very capable. I've taught at a low-income school, country kids and high minority kids, high free and reduced lunch, which means they come from poverty. They could learn anything. They're smart enough. You talk about it, you try to understand it, you discuss it, debate. They can do all that if they want to. And if they're led that path instead of the path of just go to work, come home, watch TV, to get really excited, go to a football game, maybe beat up the opposing fans, Trump. That's not just here; it's all over the world. It's amazing how people can get so pumped up about sports and then dealing with poverty, inequality, trying to create a better society. It's like I don't have time. I have to go to the game. That's our bad. That's our bad. I haven't done a video in a while, and it's like 20 degrees outside. And I'm stuck like a lot of America because it's been really cold. It didn't snow so much here or ice like a lot of places. So thank goodness for that. Didn't lose electricity. Yeah, what about that? When the storms come and knock out your electricity and your water, your heat, your cooling if it's summer, who are you going to blame? Who are you going to blame when climate change keeps destroying things, including people? Ourselves. Apathy, ignorance, arrogance, mammon, avarice. Mammon, avarice, that means greed, it means love of money. We seem to accept that. You can say you're a working person just trying to get by, but you're voting for this system, and you're voting for some people. That's their motivation, love of money. And that will destroy everything.